Hello, everyone. Today is 7 years on this magical mystery tour. My mother passed away December 6th, and I was not allowed to come to hospice or the funeral. Luckily, I had therapy the same time as the funeral. That just worked out. So it was a great therapy session. I have a therapist who's perfect for me. They're new, and we've had, I think, 4 sessions, and they've been the greatest sessions I've had in my life. And like today's session was just fantastic. Talked a lot about my relationship to gender and that construct and how that's been shifting. The further along I go in transition, the more ease I have in accepting certain aspects of myself, like the maternal qualities I have, or a certain softness that I have. There were certain parts of me that I was rejecting, and my dysphoria would be really difficult during those times. And today, as I talked about being trans and how that is not cis, and for me that's not, I definitely don't identify with being a woman. I never have. I'm trans, and accepting that, like really accepting it, really not just accepting it, loving it, embracing it, feeling how special that is. It's special. Loving how creative that can be. How, I lost the potential of a relationship with my mom, but I gained the potential of a relationship with myself and the potentiality of my own evolution is really exciting. To be able to work on my memoir again and not worry about protecting my mother or my siblings. I wish I knew what author said this, but recently I heard some really great advice. Because I can say things like, other people had it worse than me, we all have it bad, no one had a perfect childhood. I'm not the only one. But this writer said, you have to write as if you are. And there's so much freedom in that. The other thing is, I looked online and I was trying to find a specific sort of memoir. Turns out it doesn't exist. It seems I have to write it. And I really do feel like my story has a right to exist in all its glory and all of its pain and imperfection, and there's so much, and it's all alright. It's all okay. We have a right to exist. I was thinking about losing my last name. I've been thinking about that for years now. Sort of a symbolic rejection of my biological family. And I was thinking about it again recently. I wasn't allowed at the funeral. Um, they left out my name in the obituary. They've been trying to erase me for years. Um, and I'm keeping my last name, for now anyway, defiantly hanging on to it. Um, because I have a place in the lineage of that family, of that history, as sordid as it is, with me or without me. I have a right to be there. And so today I am looking forward to the new year. Um, I've told this story before, but it's been so long. Um, I had planned on giving myself my first shot January 1st, and I literally couldn't wait. So this day, 7 years ago, I drove up to Santa Fe to see my friends, my chosen parents, and Eddie used to be a podiatrist, so he had medical skills. So I think I ended up giving myself my first shot, or maybe he did. I don't remember, but I know that they were there. Um, he said he felt like a proud papa, like he was there at my birth somehow, and he was. And they're still in my life. Um, I talk to them regularly, and it's been a miracle. It's been amazing. It's still just the magic of it all just blows me away. So I'm gonna wrap this up. Let's see how 7 or 8 minutes. That's long enough. I don't know if I've mentioned this. I've shot this video so many times. Sadie would come over or bark or drop her Kong on me. I don't think I've told you this, but I am 35 days sober, and I'm a different person when I'm sober. I also have a different relationship to alcohol this time around. It feels really good. I haven't wanted it. I had 2 weeks sober when my mother died, and I didn't want to drink. If anyone else there struggles and has tried AA and it's not for you, then let me suggest This Naked Mind. It is exactly what I needed to hear. It's a completely different perspective on relationship, and it changed my relationship to alcohol and how I think about it. And I don't want it. So that's awesome. So I recommend the book. There are free online resources, and there's a community around this book. And the writer is a beautiful human being. So that's been really helpful to me, life-changing even. So that means I'll be making more videos, because that's what I do when I'm sober. And also, I have this great therapist, and I feel like I want to share with y'all some of the things that maybe I'm uncovering and understanding better 7 years in. These are probably things that y'all had figured out years ago, and I'm just now catching up. But it's been an illuminating couple of months, and it's made me want to share myself more. It's made me more comfortable with who I am and how I am and what I look like, and in my trans experience is important because there are a few of us, and we don't have a lot of community, and there isn't a big online presence, and there's no movie, there's no book. So I think it's important for us to share ourselves with each other if we can. I know how much Steen's videos mean to me. Steen just celebrated 6 years. It's always such a beautiful marker when I see Steen's video go up, and I know that he's a year younger than me on this journey, and my birthday's going to be around the corner. He's such a wise, insightful person, and it inspires me to know myself better and to exist more mindfully in the world, and also try to express this thing that can feel so impossible to articulate. At the beginning of Maggie Nelson's book, The Argonauts, which I highly recommend, I also recommend Harry Dodge's book, My Meteorite. It's my personal favorite book of all times. The greatest memoir ever written, but that's just my opinion. But Maggie Nelson, his wife's book, The Argonauts, in the beginning of the book, they talk about the impossibility of really expressing something fully, but I'm trying to think who, oh my goodness, the theorist who posited these ideas about, anyway, it'll come to me. Art is in the, and I've talked about this before, but art is in the attempt to describe. That's where the thing is. And so I'm looking forward to attempting to understand myself better, and I will do my best to come back at least once a month. Probably back to my usual Friday schedule, because I now have therapy at 12, and the sessions usually clarify things for me and also kind of charge my battery, get me going. So I may just make it a routine. I hope everybody's doing well, and I hope 23 is going to be a really awesome year for all of you, and it's good to be back, and I look forward to hearing from y'all. Okay, take care. Happy New Year.